chosen to refuse. No, you say, you're not going to help Sophia, but you are not going to break any laws for her sake. You did not come to the capital for this. Dexter, fake noble, deserves his fate. He tried to fool the law, the college, the empire itself. Even a scientific genius must be punished for such forgery and deception. He had a paper that said he was unable. Noble, but only sacrament can make a person noble, so Dexter's crime is also an affront to the gods themselves. Sophia leaps to her feet, her eyes burning with wrath, about to shine with yellow light again. You cringe involuntarily. Your law makes slaves of us all. We are born, we are live, and we die, all to serve those who were born in a high state. Is this the order you want to protect? Defiant Sophia's eyes fades. She suddenly grows silent, then continues calmly. Then so be it. I don't blame you. It's not easy to break these chains when you've been wearing them ever since you were born. They bind you better than any magic. I hope you realize this before our great empire chews you and spits you out. Goodbye. Sophia leaves. The door shuts behind her. Return to your books. The entrance exam is coming up, and you have to work hard if you want to achieve your goals. A few days later, a newspaper article catches your eye. Bartholomew Dexter, an elderly lecturer at the Imperial College, was arrested while attempting to escape the capital. The scholar was sentenced to breaking on a wheel and subsequent true death for forging a patent of nobility, and so the fake noble suffered in death as he was supposed to suffer in life. Okay. Diplomacy, 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 diplomacy.
I will never forget that day. For it was then that I chose the path I would walk for the rest of my life.
There are only a few days left until the Imperial College entrance exam. History, law, theology. You spend all day reading and rereading the books you brought with you, staying at the library at the Turner for hours, sometimes until it closes. At the day of the exam approaches, your hands start shaking more and more, and finally the day comes. A clear sky hangs over Eterna today. The breeze is warm. You dress in your best outfit, a gray jacket and velvet colored trousers. You comb your hair carefully and polish your boots until they shine. You leave the lodging house and head to the Imperial College. Your legs grow heavier with each step. Your anxiety and the fact your fate will be decided today is virtually tearing you apart. The college is a majestic building that looks not unlike a castle. In a square in front of it, you can already see several dozen people, young men, sons of nobles of the mantle like you, waiting for the college's doors to open. Time slows to a crawl. At last, the doors open. A stately man dressed in a professor's mantle appears at the entrance. He is the dean of the college. The students to be fall silent as the dean gets ready to deliver his welcoming speech. But the silence is interrupted by heavy footsteps and clanking armor. A squadron of warriors emerge near the college, led by Arcanian officers. Their banner bears an image of golden grains. The noble militia of Monia province? What are they doing here? Nobles of Monia form a circle around the college, each warrior moving quietly and precisely until a chain is formed. One of the Arcanians is clad in an old-fashioned suit of armor. He is the leader of the militia. He locks the bar on the massive doors of the college into place, then proceeds to the stairs to address the crowd loudly. Commoners, before you stands Icarus of the Manrock dynasty, Archduke of Monia. By my will, the college is hereby closed, and today's entrance exam is cancelled. Your lowly arrogance make you unfit for the great honor of rendering service to the empire. A right that ought to be available only to the hereditary nobles of the sword. The college's reputation has been tarnished. It breeds mock nobles who bear not a trace of noble blood. You belong in lowly state, but have forgotten your place. Hernandez, Tempest, and other traitors to the empire are indulging you and defacing the institution of the nobility for their lowly interests. A noble lot for those of lowly birth. How can this be? I will not stand for this disintegration of the imperial order. Now turn away from the college this instant and return to the humble trades of your ancestors. Plow your fields, mend your boots, and work in Safa by your land. If any of you dares to set foot upon these stairs, you will be killed at once. The students to meet this speech with a stunned silence. The crowd in the square is growing, however. The news of the Monian noble militia and the college's closing spreads through the streets like wildfire. More human join the crowd, college students, commoners, officials who work hard to be ennobled. Unrest grows around you. You hear people calling to rush Archduke Monroe's forces to take control of the college and defend your right to become noble. The emperor himself gave us this right. We have to fight for it. And this is a decisive moment for all of you. The old gentry has challenged you. Will you accept the challenge? In the face of this shameful illegal act by the Archduke's forces, you may prove that all of you deserve the noble lot. You will need to break through the cordon, get inside the college and take control of it. The nobles will never dare hurt you if your presence is strong enough. If you're ready to risk it all and fight for your right to the nobility, you will have to lead the charge. People keep coming to the square in the meantime, including students and teachers from the Divine Seminary. The lot of the clergy is to guide others to the right path. When the estates clash, the priests are bound to intervene. The seminary teachers instruct their students to form a line between the noble militia and the outraged crowd. The priests begin telling the warrior nobles and the righteous commoners to return to the preordained divine order, lest they provoke the wrath of the gods. The wrath of the gods. As a priest uttered these words, the crowd around you disappears. A vision appears before your eyes. The empire is ablaze. You see burning lands, steeped with pain and despair everywhere you look. Rivers overflowing to extinguish a burning world. You can tell that soil scorched by such fire will never bear fruit again. The God's given vision demands to be heard, demands to be prophesied to the world, but only priests may speak to the twins and for the twins. Will you keep it inside, or will you step onto the path the twins have revealed to you? Somebody shoves you in the back, and you snap out of the vision. You turn out to see a small but decisive troop of commoners moving quickly through the crowd. They are led by Sapphire. As soon as she sees you, she signals to them to stop. So, you are here too. Going to rush the college, are you? Can't you see it already? The laws cannot be trusted. They give you the right to study here just to throw you a bone. Then the going gets tough. Your masters will take it all away. It is time for you to decide. We are lotless, and we are not putting up with this system any longer. We will fight for a new world. Are you coming with us, or are you going to submit to them? There are students and professors locked inside the college. Who knows how long Monroe will maintain that siege? This siege. And what if they start slaughtering people? Neither group of nobles will care what happens to them. We are going to go inside and pull them out. Come with us if you're ready to take control of your own destiny. The tension in the square is palpable, and the situation is about to implode. Students, commoners, nobles of the mantle, followers of the new faith, all of them are gathering their forces to move on the wall of soldiers. They expect the nobles to let them through en masse. Surely they won't start a massacre. The Lotless, led by Sophia, prepared to break through the siege to rescue the people in the college. And all the while, the priests preach peace to both sides of the conflict. The college is the only way into the nobility. Only you can fight for your new lot and fulfill your duty to your family. You could organize an offensive strong enough to get into the college and thus seize your lawful right like a true nobleman. Yet, the revelation about the wrath of the gods still pulses in your mind. Once revealed, this vision will take you on a different path. Standing with the priest and preaching what you have just seen, warning all of the dire danger on a path of warring states, bringing the twins' word to the people and guiding them to salvation. Would this be your new Lord? Sophia and Atlas, they expect you to join the struggle. They're waiting for you to cast off the old ways and the eternal yoke of subservience. If you choose this path, you will not change a lot, and your suffering will continue. But your suffering might just change this world. This is the moment. Your future life will be decided here and now. So, break through the garden into the college. You lead the future students and attempt to storm the college. And in this case, we will become a noble of mantle. Reach your revelation. You preach the twins' vision to the people. If we choose this option, we will become a priest. Or we can follow the Atlas. In this case, you join Sophia and her men and try to rescue besieged students. We will neither become a noble nor a preacher. We'll become the Lotless, people who is against the state, who is against the nobility and the preacher. In our case, you will become a revolutionary. What path will you choose?